Hello all, Bob Pisani on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. New IPO trading right here at the New York Stock Exchange. SailPoint Technologies pricing $12 above the range, but opening at $14.90. Here's the CEO, Mark McClane. Congratulations, nice open there.
Thanks,
a lot of demand. Cybersecurity, you're in that area known as identity and access management. And simply put, you track users on networks. What's this all about? How do you work?
Really what we do, Bob, is keep track of those things we all use at home, usernames and passwords. But in this large enterprises of the world, that's a very complex problem. We help companies keep track of all that. The right people need access to the right stuff.
So if I have access to my system, you make sure that I stay in the areas that I'm supposed to stay in, that I don't root around. What if I leave and try to log back in, for example, or leave the company or something like that?
Yeah, two issues. While you're there, we want to make sure you have access to just the right things and nothing more, nothing less. And when you leave, as we all know, some of the bad things that have happened is access didn't get cleaned up when people left. So we want to make sure when you leave, everything's cleaned up.
Another issue that I read a lot about is stolen passwords, where you get phishing expeditions, they log in, they force them to log in, they steal the passwords. Do you help detect that, or what do you do with that?
We're not specifically in the phishing protection, but what we are looking for is to make sure that the accounts and passwords that are being used to access are valid, what we call. I want to see that they were put in place by an authorized administrator, and so that's one of the ways we protect against that.
What's amazing to me watching the whole cybersecurity space is how fragmented it is. There doesn't seem to be a one turnkey solution right now. Why is it so fragmented? Why are there so many people offering so many different products?
Partly because we're protected against a lot of different forms of attack, right? As you said, people can attack now through email, they can attack through the network, and in identity, they can attack by trying to compromise identities. So a lot of vendors have come to market to protect certain issues. Our focus is on identity.
We keep hearing about these high-level break-ins. It seems like everyone's broken into. I assume that everything's been compromised at this point. What does it take to get the executives, the CEOs of America, to put this on their top of their list? It's still amazing to me something like Equifax occurred. Target years ago was a huge issue. It's been issues for years now.
Yeah, one of the things that's shifting in security, Bob, there used to be an impression that you sort of built a perimeter defense, a moat around your castle. Over time, we figured out that that's not sufficient. So one of the new layers of defense is to protect identities. And I think we are finding CEOs, chief information officers, really investigating and investing to make sure they are protecting the identity inside that perimeter.
Is that one of the main ways the breaches occur then?
Absolutely.
You stolen identities, you get in. What happened in the Sony hack, for example? Was there something like that?
Someone got through and got to data they weren't supposed to access because they got an account on a system they shouldn't have had. So again, tools like ours protect from making sure the right people have the right authorizations, the right accounts, and they can get to the data they need.
And yet there's no gold-plated security. Neither you nor any company I've ever heard of can go to the company that hires you and say, I guarantee you're not going to get hacked. Now, why is that, and could we ever attain that kind of nirvana?
I think it's the same reason if we take this out of the world of digital and into the world of real life, right? I mean, we're constantly kind of jockeying between good guys and bad guys. People change their tactics, they try different maneuvers. The good guys change their protective measures. I think what we're finding is there's so much focus on protection. SailPoint is one of those companies that's helping our customers make sure they don't just protect that perimeter, they focus on those identities where the compromise happens.
Last question, are the CEOs, do you have any sense CEOs are elevating this to the top of their list of things to be aware of and proactive about?
I think when you look into security, it's one of two or three, to be fair, I don't know if it's the top, it's one of two or three areas that are getting a lot of attention because people recognize it's an area of great exposure.
Okay, Mark McClane, CEO of SailPoint Technologies, and you see here trading at $14.36, up 19% from its IPO price. Congratulations, thank you for joining us. Everybody have a healthy and safe trading day.
Thank you.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.